Hey game fans, it's Roberto here doing another unboxing, and this time it is of one of my favorite games of all time. I've played this thing since I was probably 7, I want to say, and this is Filsinger Games Champions of the Galaxy. If you don't know, this is a wrestling simulator that basically combines pro wrestling and sci-fi, like Star Wars and comic books, together into fantasy wrestling stuff. So it sounds kind of weird, I know, if you've never played it, but oh my god, if you like any of those things, really fun. So, and I spent many a day growing up running a what do you call it, a fed, an imaginary wrestling league, and definitely have spent countless hours. So this, it's a mail away game. So it's something. It's a throwback. You can't order this from anywhere other than Filsinger Games website themselves. When I was a kid, you used to have to order it from their. There would be in magazines like Pro Wrestling Illustrated and whatnot. There'd be ads for the games, and I'd beg my mom growing up to basically be able to order some of these, so the expansions and the games itself. So this is the Legends of Wrestling starter pack, and I also got a Early Classics, which is another game edition. And the Early Classics pack, I think, comes in 2 packs of cards. And I got another Legends of Wrestling expansion. This is the core game, and this is one of the expansions. And I've got, I want to say it was 2039, the year, or 2139, if that's correct. I don't even know if it is correct. It might be earlier, but it's one of the expansions here is called Black Death. So looking forward to all that. Now, here I'll give you a look as to what goes on with this game. Looks like you have the game. What is this? This is also comes with the rule, or basically the lore book for Champions of the Galaxy, Early Classics 2074, 2075, Legends of Wrestling. We'll go through that, but let's just pop open one of the core sets. You can see what happens with this. So in the Legends of Wrestling core set, you get basically a bio book that has all of the information about each of the wrestlers and their special moves, game instructions. Also, let's see. Oh, my absolute favorite thing. This takes me back. Just the super small D6s, a red and a blue D6 that basically are just full of magic. Like, these things have withstood the test of time. I always, growing up, I always used the red one for the good guys and the blue one for the bad guys. But that's just me. The game basically has you using these cards, and the cards will have art on one side and then all the character's name and stats on the other. So basically, you are going to be wrestling, and you'll start off on level 1 offense more often than not. Whoever wins the roll off, and then they'll use a move, and it'll tell you if it's so this is Luthez, and say I rolled a 6, which is pretty strong starting off, and he's going to be doing a rolling short arm scissors, which is level 3 damage. And if you're just using the basic rules, that's all you care about. And then the opponent, say he was wrestling against Buddy Rogers, which is pretty cool. Buddy Rogers would roll on level 3 damage for defense, and whatever he got was a 4. says he's down 3. So Luthez came in hot and took down Buddy Rogers, and then basically you're trying to get him down to level 3 with your level 3 offense so you can use your best moves. So if you look at the bottom here, number 5 and number 6 are basically his finisher moves, and they add extra damage when you're trying to get the opponent's level 3 defense to stay down with the pin rating. So his pin rating was a 4-1, so very cool. So anyways, it's being what do you call it? You're basically simulating role-playing wrestling, and I loved wrestling growing up. It was huge in the 80s and 90s, so this game was a big part of my childhood. So I never stopped liking it. Like, I buy sets here or there. I'm not up to date, but I definitely am within, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. Like, they have a wrestling year for each year in the future league. So this is the legend. So these are based off of real guys. So got Gorgeous George, Bobo Brazil, some of the older wrestlers, Harley Race, one of the first guys that I seen in NWA, WCW. Oh, here we go. We got probably a lot of people's all-time favorite tag team, the Road Warriors. You can see they've got the titles on in the picture, so that's pretty cool. And then everybody has different, like, whatever moves they used in real life, they'll have those on the back there, so that's pretty cool. What are these guys? They're just Animal's a -4 power, so he's the powerhouse. Hawk's got a -3 power, so negative's good because it basically the lower the rating, the stronger they are. And then its power and agility are the two. You look at the bottom stats. +1 is not that good. It's the negatives are what you want. So 0 is average, and then it's +1 or negatives. So -4 power is really good. So Hawk, he's got -1 agility and -3 strength. So he's a hoss. Let's look at Harley Race because what are his stats? He was 0 agility and -2 power. So as long as you're at 0 or under, it's pretty strong. We got the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. It's pretty cool. Oh, his rating is 0-0. That's cool. You don't see that too often on the stats. So you got a Cobra Clutch, yeah. So he doesn't have anything that would say he's the $1 Million Man on here, but it's the same moves. Probably because WWE probably owns his likeness of $1 Million Man or the name. Got Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and that's awesome. Ooh, got a real good one. Got Bruiser Brody. Huss. So that's awesome. It's a jumping knee drop. What does he got there? -1, -3 for power. Wow, just awesome. Little out of place in the set. Rob Van Dam. Like, he's a legend, but they got a lot of the older ones. He wasn't didn't grow in popularity until like the 90s. So interesting choice, but whatever. Little star power, I guess, at the time. Oh, here we go. 2 heavy hitters to finish it off. You got Macho Man and Mr. Perfect. It's Kurt Hennig. So Macho Man Randy Savage. What does he got for agility? -3 agility. Yeah, that's about right. The Hennig Plex. They couldn't go with Perfect Plex, huh? Yeah, his card is pretty good. I like that. Then Macho Man Randy Savage. Flying Elbow Smash +3. Maybe +4, I would think. But, not many people are kicking out of it. You got to be pretty darn strong to kick out of his elbow smash. You got a flying axe handle. Some characters at the very bottom will have extra abilities that add to that. There might be an asterisk. So when you roll the flying axe handle, you roll 1 die. On a roll of 1, Savage hits the flying axe handle to the floor, and you add 1 to it. Okay, so if you roll a 1, you get to add 1. So that's pretty strong. Anything that lets you add 1 means like you're just adding directly to the opponent's pin rating, and that's pretty good. So that was awesome. Then, like I said, it'll come with a rule book, the dice, and these are, what do you call it, extra tables you roll on during the match. So we got pin saves, outside interference, into the turnbuckle. Feud table is pretty good. So if you beat somebody and roll doubles, then you're trying to injure them after the match. So you're supposed to be playing like ongoing, running a fed, so like federation. So so you'll have your own rivalries, or they'll have some that are built out of the books. Out of the ring, death jump, that's jumping off the top rope into the ropes, and choice situation. So sometimes on the back of a card, let's look at Macho Man real quick. Macho Man, do you not have any choice situations, Macho Man? Okay. At the top of level 1 offense, on rolling a 6 body slam, it has choice C. And choice C is going to say, could either do a moonsault for 3, and it works on a 7 or lower minus the opponent's agility rating. Or you could try a kick to the knee 2, which works on 7 or lower plus or minus the opponent's power rating. So usually it'll give you the choice of going after the opponent's power or agility, and you're hoping that it's the better choice is basically with whatever worse stat they have. So not too bad. Awesome. Then inside of here, you'll have the bio for each of the characters and then their special moves. So I don't know much about Bobo Brazil other than he was an older wrestler. So it says Bobo Brazil was a true pioneer in the world of professional wrestling, becoming one of the first African Americans to main event wrestling cards around the country as early as the 1950s. Not only was he a main event caliber star, he was also a babyface wrestler, which was rare for African Americans during his era. A giant of a man, he feuded with some other giants in the sport and often finished them off with his patented Coco Butt. Wow. Finishers, special moves. Bobo used a devastating headbutt called the Coco Butt. Let's see what his finisher rating was. How strong was the Coco Butt? Oh, so it is a 0, but since it is a double finisher, that means it's pretty strong because he can repeatedly try it on 5 or 6s, and that sometimes rolling a 5 at like having what do you call it, 1/3 chance to get it on the D6 is better than just a one shot. So because Macho Man, if he's hitting you with that the elbow, he's gonna get that. If he hits it on the 6, that +3 is pretty good. But sometimes you're just rolling 5s, the dice aren't going letting you get that 6. So it's pretty good. Now the only thing I like more than the double is the triple finisher. Not sure if anybody in here has one. What's Superfly? Superfly Leap is a +3. Backbreaker Drop. What do we got with the camel clutch is a +2. Nope. Not seeing any with the triple. Not in the first round of the Legends. So that was awesome. What else is in this book? Is there anything at the back of it? Sometimes they'll have a special match or something. Nope. But anyways, very cool. If you're not aware, Filsinger Games is named after the creator, Tom Filsinger, who's been doing it for a long time. And he changes up the artist here or there. But for the most part, he's the one that is making most of these sets. But sometimes a guest will come in and make some cards or expansions all together, and that's pretty cool. Okay, got another set of cards here. This one looks a little bit thicker than I was thinking. We got Ricky Morton. It's the Rock and Roll Express. Robert Gibson. This is from expansion pack 1, which was, I think, a tag team expansion. Oh man, we got beautiful Bobby Eaton, one of my favorites growing up. I love the Midnight Express and Bobby Eaton. I just this mug had a ham face. Not the prettiest man, but he was beautiful Bobby, and man, could he wrestle. Just a great dude. Dennis Condrey, he's from the original Midnight Express. I didn't really see them that much. I've seen some of his matches, but not as much as I've seen Sweet Stan Lane, along with Beautiful Bobby. Oh, we got Dr. Tom Pritchard. That's pretty cool. Dr. Tom. Oh, he's got an Enziguri as a finisher. Whereas Stan Lane got Russian leg sweep and the flapjack. Okay. And then, what do we got? Bobby Fulton. This is the Fantastics. Tommy Rogers. Yep. Oh man, this is awesome. I didn't know they had Dr. Death Steve Williams and Terry Gordius, the Miracle Violence connection. That's awesome. Not the Freebirds version of what do you call it? Terry Gordy. This is his time in Japan with Dr. Death, and these dudes together as a team made me sad as a kid. My favorite tag team growing up was the Steiner brothers, and they wrecked the Steiners on a couple occasions that I was none too pleased. We got Luke, we got Butch. They got them listed as the Sheep Herders, which was their original tag team name. Most people know them as the Bushwhackers, but I kind of wish they looked like they were dressed in their Sheep Herders gear, because they were terrible heels, very good bad guys when they were the Sheep Herders. So it's awesome that they got them here, that they're here anyway. What do we got? Yeah, we got disqualification 6 for Butch, so there's that. We got one of the expansions that I added to it was Jim Cornette. There's a manager expansion, so he can manage the Midnight Express. Then we got Paul Ellering, the manager of the Road Warriors, so that's pretty cool. I still listen to Corny's podcast every now and again. The dude is such a curmudgeon. Everybody hates him, but I think he's pretty funny. So there's that. Then I also ordered the Early Classics expansion, or not expansion. This was a starter set, so you basically can order this pack and have everything you need to run the first official year of Champions of the Galaxy. And like I said, Champions of the Galaxy is a sci-fi wrestling federation, which is pretty fun. It has aliens, so we'll get a taste of that right now. So Omega Cetus, he's the original hero in the very first set, which was not this set. This set is newer, and it's like a prequel to the first set. The first set was 2087, and in that set, his son was the main hero, Star Warrior, but he was like kind of a manager, and in his later years, the twilight of his career. So, but this is a Prime Omega, and Prime Omega is a beast. So yeah, he's got double finisher, -4 agility, +3 in one of his finishers, the Tomahawk Thrust. Look at his level 2 offense. Anybody that's got like 3 threes on level 2 is usually a beast. So that's awesome. His main rival at the time was Morpheus, and he has a double finisher. Let's see. So this was a remastering of a black and white set. Originally, these cards were all black and white, or these were actually black and blue. So I have that set, and it was awesome. So we got Dorado Sundown, was it Bullwhip, and Blacklash, the original Cowboys, just bad guys that were coming to just cause havoc in the original year, GWF. But yeah, the original just BA tag team which is cool. Oh, here we go. We got the original Masked Man, Santon the Loner. And he, I feel like, I don't know if he was supposed to be, like, is he Wolf? Is he Gladiator? I don't know. He's got the Headbanger's Ball. Like, it makes his move list makes me feel like he's one of the Gladiators, which were, like, the most, probably the most famous, like, a group of characters in the GWF outside of some of the good guys. Like, they're the players love them. They're some of my all-time favorites. But basically, they're an analog for the Road Warriors in space. The Gladiators are awesome. So I feel like it's like in the original book it says he's a mystery man, but his moveset kind of reminded me of Wolf. So I don't know if he was supposed to be Wolf or not. We got Commander Sam looking like Star Warrior right there. And I'm not sure if these stats are any different from the other black and white set, but I do have that one. Excuse me. Torin Kalem. And maybe I'll bust those out and show you in a different video. We got Torpor. And the what were they? The Cross Currents, Thetis and Vortex, another tag team. They were a tag specialist, if I remember. These guys actually were they were the first tag team champions in my original early Classics Federation. Let's see. Got a whole nother stack, so that's exciting. We got K.O. Keller. Looks like he's boxer. Where was he from? Centaurus. So you'll see in the top, one of the top corners, you got their height, weight, and then where they're from. But like I said, this is sci-fi, so who knows? Oh, he actually didn't have a location before, but now he's from Merrick. So cool. Royal Decree. It's got a double finisher. Samoan Drop. But yeah, Prince Rickon Prince. Pretty good. Oh, here we go. Got Defiance. We got Blood. And his tag team partner, Jammer. I like these guys a lot in the original early classics, so that's cool. Uh-oh. Blood's got that red font, and you know he means business. Did they do a different color for each one? I guess they did. Okay, so Jammer's got black. And that was his tag team partner. And these guys were cool because they were coming from a different federation called POW, I want to say. And they were kind of like just grizzled veterans, not in their prime, a little past it, but they still were pretty good. What do you got? Moonstrike and Solar Flare. I feel like these were like the original Titans. Yeah, because they were both from Titan. So that's cool. Then we got the Mensons. We got Trotrus and Cordsar. It's a couple tag teams. Oh man. Screw. This was a cool character because he was created outside of the original early classics, and then when early classics came out, they inserted him. So it's kind of neat. Like he showed up as a character. I don't remember what it was. Like there was a history of the GWF like pamphlet or something. I don't remember. But anyways, you originally got him there, and then when the early classics set came out, they wrote him in, and I thought that was awesome because it just felt like it was a cool Easter egg. Like if you knew about him and they showed up, it was kind of exciting. But this guy, Screw, he was like turned into a gladiator. He was like a slave on the gladiator planet, and then he won so much that they made him into a gladiator. But he still was just like, they sewed his mouth shut. Then he put a mask on over it. Yeah, it's just crazy stuff. Seamus Pollock or Pollock, I don't know. Yeah, this guy, he's just a jobber. So this is just enhancement talent. He's got terrible pin rating. He's got an 8.5. He's got a terrible finisher rating. It's just a 6, and then he's just got +0, only 1. I'm telling you, it's all the difference. If you get 5, 6, 0, you're onto something. But just a straight 6 with a 0, that's nothing. So, anyways, that's cool. It's always good to have enhancement talent, because then you can start off your card with the match if you want to introduce a new guy, and then he's basically just gonna wipe the floor with this poor dude. And every now and again, like these guys will score a victory, just throw everything off. But it creates fun little stories for you to act out, basically. And then I got a little bonus set, which was for the final year of Black Death is what I'm in, and I don't remember the year. I think it's 2039, but no, it doesn't sound right. Anyway, it'll say on the back of here, 2129. Okay, so this is Nova, and Nova is the valet for Star Warrior, who, it's just crazy. There's this crazy storyline going on at the time where they're like I said, the original hero Star Warrior. There's an imposter that started to be acting like him in the year like 2025. I want to say, I don't remember. So, anyways, he got some sort of like, he became like a beach bum in like 2029, and now he has a valet that's named Nova. And Nova in the original storyline later on was introduced as like a sister, I think, to him. So it's messed up because this is like his girlfriend, and they're just actors though. Like, but whatever. It's funny when you talk about it out loud. Anyways, Tai Chi is from Saturn, so another Titan. That's pretty cool. It's got a pretty stacked card, honestly. Double finisher, -4 agility, 4/1. She is very good. Ooh, who do we got here? The View with the Wiggy. So we got a. It looks like it's a card for interviews, so you can put on shows. So like characters will come out. That's not bad. Here's the card I ordered it for. This because this isn't a full set. This is just some of the years have like little enhancement bonus sets. But I ordered it for Lord Nexus because this is his manager card. Lord Nexus is one of the original heroes from the very first TWF Champions of the Galaxy edition, and like I said, like the game's been going on forever, and these characters will pop back up, or their kids will show up. It's one ongoing story, so it's a lot of fun when you play year after year. So he's got a great distractor rating of 8. And so he knows all their tricks, and then he'll have a little chart that adds extra rules to the match. This is Yuritar? Yeah, Commissioner Yuritar. So this is basically the guy who's calling the shots, and then he could add probably stipulations or something. Belt decisions, suspension decisions, live match on the spot. So he's definitely adding situations to what's happening that year. Oh man, we got Plethador. This guy was originally a jobber, just like the other guy. What is this? Powerhouse Suction Claw. Oh, it's actually not as bad. He's got a +2 finisher and a 0 agility, with a 6/3. So he's pretty average. He's not terrible. This is definitely a better card than he had. I kind of really like that the artwork. That's not bad. And this is a little different. Maybe this is what they do for the little bonus pack. So this is telling you all the information about the characters that are in the set. But anyways, I absolutely love Filsinger games, Champions of the Galaxy, Legends of Wrestling. I haven't played any of that yet, but it's the same game, so I'm gonna love it anyway. I got the Ring of Honor set, so a lot of that, so I like that a lot too. But I definitely love like running the original game, so it's a lot of fun. If you like wrestling at all and any type of tabletop games, highly recommend. Like, it is so much fun. Like, you can play this with other people, and basically each run some characters, run out the storylines, and have an ongoing fed, or you can run it solo like I do and basically just throw the dice for a couple of minutes and you got some results. You run a whole show. It's really fun. Like, if you like any type of role playing, it's a great exercise and just a fun game. So I can't recommend it enough if you are, like I said, wrestling fan, comic book fan, anything like that, because there's wild stuff. It's not just straight wrestling. Like, some of the characters are mutants, some of them have powers. There's all kinds of just wacky stuff. But yeah, if you're a fan of regular wrestling, then you don't want any of that weird sci-fi, then you can get Jim Cornette, or trying to sell you on. There we go. Like, I'm telling you, the Dr. Death Steve Williams is just awesome. So, anyways, I got nothing but good things to say about Champions of the Galaxy and Filsinger games. So, if you got any questions, just hit the comments. I've been playing a long time, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, make sure to check out their site. It's like filsingergames.com. I didn't get. I bought all this. I didn't get paid anything for. This was not sent to me. I just love Filsinger games. So, anyways, check them out. See you next time. Bye.